You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
You already know what time it is. AEW. We've come to get used to this by now. AEW was last night, and dare I say we had a good show. Dare I say. Looks like next week is going to be even better, but I will take what they give me this week and keep the ball rolling. But first things first, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me for all you gamers out there, RJDTV on Facebook and YouTube, RJDTV2 on Twitch. And hit the Instagram RJ199. Let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. I seem to have something going on with my volume. It's not as loud as I would like it to be. But we are not going to sit here and complain. We are simply going to improvise and keep the ball rolling because that's what we do. No complaints here. But first things first, like I said, hit the like button. What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Soon, very soon, that will be going all across the bottom of your screen. So look out for that. Now, AEW last night, live from Colorado, where they smoke a lot of pot, I heard. You know, a lot of stoners out there, But we had ourselves a pretty decent Dynamite last night. Started it off all by the orange one, Orange Cassidy. Yet again, starting off another AEW Dynamite with Mr. Swerve Strickland. Now here is the thing. Let's start the show. My man Orange Cassidy is like 20-something and 0. He just keeps winning. The story is they're wearing him down, beating him down. Every match is something new. Every match he's getting beaten down just a little bit more. I'm going to be honest, I thought Swerve could have used the win tonight. Now, I don't know. Listen, eventually, it becomes the Roman Reigns syndrome where you're shoving them down our throats so bad, we just want somebody else. But apparently, that hasn't happened yet. So they're lucky. Nope. But what I will say is, this stuff with Orange Cassidy, they're going to have to figure out a way to beat him eventually. Because he can't just beat everybody. The person who does beat him, they're gonna have big shoes to follow. They're gonna have to pass the torch. Well, they're gonna have to carry the torch very, very well. But Orange Cassidy just keeps winning. And even here, we had Swerve kicking out of the beach break and the orange punch. We had him kicking out of that swerve kick and the Meteora from the top, the double stomp Meteora move from the top rope. And I thought for sure Swerve was going to win on that, and he did not. And then there was a roll-up, Swerve cheated, tried to grab the tights. There was a roll up. Orange Cassidy kind of fake cheated. He sort of was like he cheated, but he didn't cheat. And he got the roll up win. Now, I'm not mad at it. A lot of people are. A lot of people are like, why does he keep winning? He needs to lose already. Listen, I hear you. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at Orange Cassidy winning because this is really going to benefit somebody else. Somebody's going to take all of this goodwill, and as John Cena will put it, this goodwill, and they are going to use it to the best of their ability. So I'm not mad at this. But what I am saying is eventually he going to have to lose. After the fact, right after the match, the rest of Prince Nana's people went in there and beat him up. Then they cut the lights out. And Sting and Darby came out of nowhere. And stop the show. Why the hell every time somebody come out, the lights gotta go off? Can you save the lights going off for an actual surprise? Does it have to be just regular old Joe Schmo, Sting and Darby? They could have just hit the music and had them walk down. You didn't need the lights off for that. Listen, I know Tony Khan likes his lights to go off. Okay, we get it, TK. We get it. I like the lights off too. And then they pop back on and it's a surprise. Hey, who is it? But we don't need the lights off every goddamn time, every goddamn Dynamite. We don't need that. And we don't need Orange Cassidy in the beginning of every single Dynamite. Every Dynamite. It feels like every Dynamite, Orange Cassidy starts off the show. How about Orange Cassidy misses a week here or misses a week there, and then we get Wardlow on? He wasn't on tonight, but that's fine. That's going to be the problem when they keep putting Orange Cassidy out there for him to be overexposed or for him to do the same thing every single week. I tell you, it's going to get to that point. We all love him now, but it's coming. But I wonder who's going to beat him. Because whoever beats him, they got to have a nice, lengthy title reign. For sure. Next match we had was the trios match, Chaos versus the Blackpool Combat Club. Rolly Romero, Trent, and Chucky T representing Chaos. Bryan Danielson came out and they played the whole thing with him and Kazuchika Okada at Forbidden Door. Take my money. Between Kenny Omega and Ospreay 2, and then we got Okada and Danielson. That show is gonna, you got 2 match of the year candidates possibly on the same show. And then you got these 2 guys like, hey, maybe they might try to one up each other. Bryan Danielson's been wanting to fight Okada. He's been wanting to go to Japan and mix it up with those guys. And then you got Kenny and Ospreay. They got a very storied history if you follow New Japan. So, listen, take my money. I would buy the pay-per-view. I would buy that $50 pay-per-view for those 2 matches alone. And I know they're going to have way more than just those 2 matches. So, yeah, if you weren't thinking about it, buy Forbidden Door. It's going to be dope. Hands down. Blackpool Combat Club get the win here, beating Chaos. They Danielson talked about on commentary how they are ready to fight. They're always in fighting condition. And Chaos is not serious. Okada's not a serious wrestler. I wonder who gets the win there. I gotta think, because isn't Okada still the IWGP Heavyweight Champion? If Okada's still the champion, I gotta think Okada wins. Because Danielson doesn't need the win. All Danielson needs to do is have a good match. But he could do that in his sleep, unless they're gonna run it back. But if he's not the champ, I wonder who gets the win. I really do. So, the Best Friends did have a close 2 count. They hit the strong 0 on Mox, but it was not to be. Moxley tapped out Rolly Romero with the Bulldog choke while Yuta just kept hitting Chucky T with elbows one after the other. So, listen. After the match, we had Paige and the Young Bucks. They're calling themselves the Hung Bucks. Yes, you heard me right. The Hung Bucks.
Stop it.
Anyway, you had the Young Bucks and Paige out there on screen, and they challenged Mox, Yuta, and Castagnoli to a trios match next week in DC. That should be very, very good. Then we had MJF. We had an MJF promo, and he came out there, talked about how he was better than everybody. He's tired of the competition because the competition sucks. He got booed out of the building, as always. But then we had Adam Cole, Baby's music hit, and Adam Cole came out. He did the boom. He was about to do the Adam Cole, Baby, when MJF said, cut the music, you know, because he's a jerk. Stupid. And that's what jerks do. And he talked about how when CM Punk left him, he basically built up Adam Cole, saying he heard of this thing called Ring of Honor. And then the crowd started booing CM Punk when he said CM Punk left me. And he said, what, you guys don't like Ring of Honor? So they're playing up the whole CM Punk thing. Stop the show. CM Punk might have to come back as a heel, because even in Chicago, we don't know if he's going to get a mixed reaction or a babyface reaction. This is very, very interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with Punk, but I do think coming back as a babyface is dead. I don't think that's going to work. But MJF built up Adam Cole, said he used to look up to Cole. He had those shiny blue eyes, that slick back hair. He looked like a movie star. He was great. And then he tore down Adam Cole, saying how Britt Baker has his balls and he used to have a great physique. He used to be the Panama Playboy. Now he's the Panama Game Boy. All he does is play video games. He got fat. I guess fat, or his physique isn't as good. And MJF talked about how this guy can't beat him. And what else did he talk about? He said, well, MJF said something. Oh, he said something about how Vince McMahon. Yes, he said the words Vince McMahon. He said how Vince McMahon was right, that he didn't see any star potential in Adam Cole, and neither does he. And they talked about how he's going to be Keith Lee's manager. He brought that up. So he went in. He went nuclear on Adam Cole. He brought up all the stuff that was in the dirt sheets that turned out to be true, which is crazy. But he did say that he was Shawn Michaels' handpicked person, and he was the person that was the best champion, that was the best world champion in that promotion. So he talked him up and then tore him down. Chris Jericho also does a very good job at that. And then Adam Cole came back. Oh, he also said they've been trying to make Adam Cole look cool for forever. But he says, you know what makes me cool? When you ring the freaking bell. And that's a callback to the Karrion Kross promo that Adam Cole cut on him in NXT shortly before he left. And, you know, he kind of got the better of Cole right here. Cole said, listen, no one respects you. We're going to ride past the Britt Baker stuff because she can out-wrestle you. And you know what? No one respects you. No one likes you. Oh, and let's go me and you go take a piss in the cup and we'll see who's all natural. And everybody was like, ooh. Everybody was like, oh, okay, that was a good dig. That was a good dig.
You triggered my trap card.
That was a good dig. That was probably his best comeback line of the night.
How dare you?
Insinuating that he was, on the sauce. But MJF kind of got the better of him here. But I get the feeling they're going to have more to offer. At the end of the day, he said, I'll fight you anytime, anywhere. And Adam Cole basically baited him into taking a match next week or in 2 weeks for So if I'm not mistaken, it is a non-title match to determine if Adam Cole does get a title shot. First and foremost, stop the show.
Stupid.
That's very stupid. WWE does this all the time. Let me fight the champion, pin the champion, so that I can earn a shot against the champion just for the champion to beat me at the next pay-per-view. That is extremely dumb.
Stupid.
Let's do that again.
Stupid.
That's dumb. I don't know why they keep doing that. They got to get out of this match.
Nope.
Maybe Adam Cole gets beat up before the match. Maybe he hires some people to beat up Adam Cole, and Adam Cole has to kind of figure it out with whoever beats him up, and then he moves on to MJF at London, which is going to be a big show at Wembley Stadium. They cannot give away this match for free on TV and then have it again at Wembley Stadium. That's stupid. Once again.
Stupid.
So I don't think they're going to have this match. Something's going to happen to Adam Cole, and then he's going to have to divert his attention to that before he diverts his attention back to MJF. Because this makes no sense. It makes no sense. Then we had Jungle Hook versus Preston Vance and Dralistico. Very violent match. Preston Vance got broke open, looks like the hard way, with a metal chain by Hook. They was all in the crowd. They was beating each other up. Hook did a almost like a Saito suplex onto a table to Preston Vance, and then they choked out they choked out the what's his name? Jose. They choked Jose out. They choked out Jose, who tried to get bucked with Hook. He choked him out with the Red Rum, and then they had the snare trap on Preston Vance, and he tapped. So that was all she wrote for them. Then we had Konosuke Takeshita came out with Don Callis to a course of booze. I said a course of booze. To no one's surprise. And Konosuke Takeshita beat up a local jobber who looked a lot like Shawn Spears. But it wasn't Shawn Spears. And they booed the holy hell out of him. And once again, he says he owes his Kenny Omega owes his career to him. So he is going to cut out the Elite. And Takeshita got a quick win. Then we had Statlander. We had Statlander versus Anna Jay in a very solid match. And Statlander wins with the modified Tombstone Power Driver. All while Tanya Valkyrie is sitting back there steaming. Because she wants a title shot and she's mad that Statlander stole her glory. So, so I like this. Shout out to Stat. We need to have Stat winning. We need to have Tanya Valkyrie working her way back up. And we need to have Statlander beating some credible people, because at the end of the day, she had a lot of time off. She got a win versus Jade after Jade had a whole match. So we know Jade is going to go away and come back for the title, and then Jade should lose. And then maybe you move Jade over to fight for the women's title, but she's got to start from the bottom again. You know, she's got to, her and Chris Statlander have to have an actual match. And they will, and it'll be good, because Statlander's really good. Jade has gotten a lot better, and I think Statlander will win. So we'll see what happens. Then your main events of the evening, Ricky Starks versus Jay White, and Jay White gets the win. Mr. Switchblade, we had some referee shenanigans, and then we had the 310 to Yuma on Ricky Starks. After that, I was about to say after something else, but after that, then we had this what the hell is his move called? Not the Switchblade, the Blade Runner. There you go. I almost forgot his goddamn move.
Stupid.
Then we had the Blade Runner 2, Ricky Starks, and looks like the Guns are going to join Bullet Club Gold. So I don't know. I like the Guns with the Bullet Club. I think the Guns need something to do. Ricky Starks and Switchblade had themselves a good match. I like the way, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't always like Switchblade's matches, because I always knew it was gonna be a ref bump. I always knew there was gonna be shenanigans. It's like he didn't win a lot of matches clean, but I've grown to appreciate the heel work that he does. Cutting off the baby faces, stopping them in their tracks, doing some dirty heel tactics to win. I really like Ricky Starks. I like Ricky Starks too, but I really like Switchblade. And I think him being in AEW, building his way up, earning a title shot, eventually getting it and winning, I think he's gonna shine in AEW, especially when he gets the gold and they put him on TV more and he gets to show more of his heel tactics. think Switchblade is going to fit right in if he hasn't already. So, we also had an announcement by Tony Khan talking about how FTR will take, there's going to be a trios match. Samoa Joe, Switchblade, and who is it? Samoa Joe, Switchblade, and who the hell is it? Who's the other guy? Oh, Bullet Club and Samoa Joe. That's who it is. Versus FTR and, you guessed it, CM Punk. A lot of boos in the crowd. We had some cheers. You know, Colorado, they smoke a lot of weed. They don't want no straight edge people over there. But I think the fact that they announced this match lets me know, A, they still need to sell tickets. B, CM Punk will be protected because he doesn't have to go 15, 20 minutes by himself. And he needs to stay healthy this time. He cannot be going out there and getting hurt seriously for an extended period of time. This ain't gonna work. He needs to stay healthy. But B, they need to sell some tickets. And yeah, A, tickets. B, protect Punk. And C, shout out to Switchblade and Joe. We know who he's friends with and who he's not. So as long as they keep these rosters separate like they're supposed to, hopefully they keep it. If they're going to make it a brand split, just keep it a brand split. I'm looking forward to see what Punk does in the ring. If he comes back as a babyface or a heel, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see next week because Collision is coming. As for me, that's all I got for you guys today. I know. You want a little more, but this was a good show. And we'll be back tomorrow because you know what's tomorrow? Smacketh of the Down. So look forward to that. As for me, I'm out of here. Be safe. Enjoy. If you're in New York, watch out for that haze because it's coming. I'm gone. Peace.